I know that it's a busy week, and it was a challenge for you to be here. There are so many alternatives, including Burger King's new Cheetos chicken fries. Are you guys excited about Burger King's Cheeto chicken fries? Invented, of course, when an employee forgot to wash his hands after a snack break. Cheetos chicken fries, everybody.
Yeah.
That's where they came from, if you didn't know. Today is National Batman Day, September 17th.
Yeah.
Give it up for Batman.
Batman.
So nerds all over the country are dressing in their tights, staying home, reading their comic books. They just call it Saturday. Who would have thought that Batman would be this popular? A guy in his late 70s still claiming to be in excellent health. That's unheard of nowadays, isn't it? That's what Donald Trump's doing, is what I'm getting at. Mel Gibson just announced that he is having his 9th child. Okay, Mel Gibson is having his 9th child, and when the doctor called to give him the news, he looked down at his penis and said, "You know, I'm getting too old for this shit." Can't help it, Riggs. Just in time, you know, they'll do anything to promote this new Lethal Weapon series. They will do whatever it takes. Okay, what else? If you've been watching the pop culture headlines this week, you've seen that the Blair Witch is back. But of course, competing with that headline is Hillary Clinton's controversial presidential campaign. These two things are totally different, of course. One rose to popularity in the late 90s and features an entity that's very hard to catch on camera that somehow gets kids out of their houses in a mysterious way. The other, of course, being the Blair Witch. So Hillary Clinton's health is apparently very fragile. She was caught on camera during a 9/11 ceremony wobbling. She almost went down, and Secret Service were there to catch her. And this week, of course, they've been doing cleanup. Bill Clinton was quick to get on the media trail and say, you know what, this isn't true. Hillary hasn't gone down in over 40 years. So thank you very much. You guys ready for the next episode of Phoenix Tonight? It's happening now. As you guys know, the summer season has now come to a close. We're past Labor Day. I think you should now no longer be wearing white pants. There's some unspoken rule about that. But the summer movie season has officially come to a close as well. And now we are nosediving into the autumn season, of course, with the Sully movie. So I wanted to ask a local movie critic to come and talk to us about the summer movie season. Some of the highs, some of the lows, some of the hits, some of the misses. So allow me to introduce to you Clifford Notes, everybody. Local movie critic, Clifford Notes. Who is in no way Serene Dominic's stand-in. Clifford Notes.
You're the same hairdresser.
Well, welcome to Phoenix Tonight, Clifford. There are a lot of fantastic movies that came out this summer, but a few misses as well. And you have some strong opinions about these films, is that right?
Yes, of course. It's my job as the film critic and standing the Apache Junction Tribune. Right about films.
Okay. Well, I've written down some movies that I personally enjoyed or disliked this summer season. I want to see if you share my opinion. Of course. Suicide Squad is one of the biggest blockbusters of the entire year. I mentioned Batman, and Batman's in it for like 5 minutes. But what did you think about Suicide Squad?
Truly a riveting film. It's an interesting update of the Mod Squad formula. Because, originally you had the 3 troubled youths. You had the funky guy, you had the black guy, you had the hot chick.
Right.
But the update in the 21st century was a story about 3 people who try to kill themselves, survive their suicides, and become a squad. So riveting
we may have gotten different things out of the film and different interpretations.
Oh, I haven't actually watched it.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains.
It's a part of my MO as a film critic. I don't believe I need to see a film in order to have an opinion on it.
Okay, so you're basically like Donald Trump when it comes to foreign policy. You just are taking random guesses and hoping something will hit.
As a journalist, I believe in objectivity, and I feel if I see a film, it's going to bias me in terms of my opinion.
That makes sense. So when I say Independence Day 2, what are your thoughts on the premise?
It's a bit hacky.
Okay.
I thought the conceit of updating it to the 21st century, where George Washington gets pulled out of cryogenic freeze, to save the country, the Chinese. It's an interesting idea in theory. Like, I would love to watch a cybernetic George Washington fight off the Red Army. But really, execution, cinematography, a lot of Dutch angles, bad soundtrack. I recommend it.
What is
A lot of Dutch angles. I wouldn't recommend it.
is a Dutch angle when like two cameras go in together on an angle, or?
That's not dirty, good sir. No. It's considered a slanted angle. If you watch Citizen Kane, which I haven't,
Sure.
it has a lot of Dutch angles in it.
Right. Citizen Kane, as you know, does not star Dean Kane.
No.
Okay.
It involves cocaine.
Oh, that's right. Last name Kane. That's what this was a horror movie, Don't Breathe. Is that right? It was a horror film.
One of my favorite of the summer. It's a film, the conceit will take your breath away. No joke there. It's about halitosis, you see. The killer has breath so awful, it kills. So the whole film is he's trying to breathe on people, so they're trying to keep their distance. They use breath mints, they wear containment suits, but the breath is so bad, it corrodes through the containment suits.
Wow.
It's like Nightmare on Elm Street. Instead of like not sleeping, it's trying not to breathe around him.
Interesting. Okay.
Incredibly difficult.
Were there any movies that I didn't mention that you wanted to make some comments on? Any?
Isn't it that there's that one animated film of Chinese boy and the six strings?
Cubo and the two strings.
Yes, the Cubo and the two strings. Yes. That was I assume that was a delightful movie. A touching story about a poor Chinese lad trying to live on the main streets with only 2 strings to his name. 2 strings! You can't do anything with 2 strings. I mean, you can make a suit out of presumably 2,000 strings, maybe. You can't do it with 2 strings.
I guess you got a point there.
You can't make a garage with 2 strings. You need at least 8 strings spread together to get a good garage.
You might be able to put out like a Blink-182 album, but that's about it.
Those are fighting words, sir. I'll not be having you besmirching the good name of Tom Hoppus before.
Wow. My apologies. I didn't know that. And I assume you like the band without having heard any of their music.
Of course, we go back like car seats.
Okay. Very good. Well, Clifford Notes. It's been a pleasure having you on Phoenix tonight. Is there anything you're looking forward to in the autumn movie season?
Oh yes,
Sully movie or
the new Star Wars film.
Oh, that's right.
Riveting. Actually, having a movie about fighting stars. It's incredible.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Clifford Notes.
Yeah!